The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the great inequality in the manufacture, distribution and pricing of life-saving vaccines. It is in this context that President Irfaan Ali says he wants Guyana to lead the way in research and the development of vaccines in the Caribbean.
It is the first vaccine manufacturing plant, if you put it that way, that will be built here in Africa. Of course, for Guyana, this is the direction we want to head in. We want to be able to develop the framework and infrastructure to be able not only to build similar facility in Guyana, but to encourage investors in research and development in the medical field as a whole to come to Guyana as a medical hub in developing vaccines and developing treatment for malaria, etc. So to do that, we have to ensure that we have the right regulatory framework and we have to have the right legislative framework. To complement that, we have to have the institutional framework. So I am on a forward-looking mission and a proactive mission in working with countries, for example, here in Rwanda. They got to that framework, that legislative framework in record-breaking time, 4 months. So to learn from them in Ghana, because Ghana has already achieved, I think, level 4 certification from WHO. To see how between Ghana, for example, and Rwanda, we can work with these countries in building our regulatory framework, our institutional framework, and developing the training facility that will ensure we have highly skilled and capable human resources to transition into this new field and to transition into this new area of development and opportunity that we want to bring to Guyana. So it is in that context that I was invited to the function this morning. It is in that context that I'm commencing discussions at the bilateral level and also trying to work with Barbados. Prime Minister Motley is already working aggressively on this also to see how together we can work with the innovators, the researchers, the developers. Biotech is an excellent example of a company that we can work closely with in advancing this goal of Guyana.
The President says he wants this to be a regional initiative that caters for the entire Caribbean, and as such, discussions have begun with Barbados to see how legal teams from both countries can work out the required legislative framework to make it happen.
We are part of the Caribbean, we are part of South America. We have a lot of trade agreements with a number of countries, and it is one to ensure that the region itself, Guyana and the region, has a facility that can give us, that we can be dependent on in terms of crisis, vaccines, to respond to our own needs, to build our own capacity, and also more importantly, to make us vaccine secure. And not only vaccine, I'm using a narrow-term vaccine. We have a technology to look at malaria, typhoid, HIV/AIDS. And one of the things I want to do is to bring the local players in the pharmaceutical industry together in a consortium with the international actors. So when we build this capacity, that local content and regional content is coordinated in building one infrastructure that can serve Guyana and the region.
Now here at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Rwanda, the President on Thursday also attended a business forum at which he also spoke about the need to end inequalities. He spoke of areas such as energy security and food security. Later in the evening, he and his wife, the First Lady Dr Ali, attended a state banquet held by the Rwandan President and his wife, the First Lady of Rwanda, to welcome all the heads of government attending this meeting. Reporting for the newsroom, I'm Neil Marks in Rwanda.